This CH Special, The Wine Islands, has been brought to you in part by the Cowichan region, the heart of the Wine Islands.
The Wine Islands may be young, but as a wine region, it is gaining respect. But whether it's a Chardonnay or a Pinot Noir, people aren't going to drink it if it doesn't taste good. From the grape, to the press, to the barrel, to the bottle, to the glass. It is a long process and a labor of love, but ultimately it's about the end product.
The smell of the pears and the apricots, the ripe apple nature of the wine.
For 22 years, Brian Storen has been a sommelier, a French term for wine expert.
So you begin to experience the wine about here as opposed to going deep into the glass. It mushrooms the olfactories up.
Spinnaker's Brewpub hired Storen to create a wine list featuring the Wine Islands. So why would a place specializing in beer want a local wine list? A rising interest in all things vino.
People are astonished at what's coming off of the island at this point. We are able to really surprise and delight people. A lot of people said it couldn't be done, and it's really fun to put interesting things in front of them and just make them go, wow.
In fact, 70 to 80% of wine ordered at Spinnaker's is from the Wine Islands.
Good morning, VQA Wine Shop.
In 8.5 years of selling BC wines, Beth Crawford has seen a shift towards buying local.
In this shop, we find a lot that people look specifically for Vancouver Island wines, so they'll come in and say, where is your island section? And the wines here are gaining a really great reputation as well.
Reputation and respect, a wine region that's coming into its own and coming out of the shadow of the Okanagan.
I'm surprised sometimes by the quality. The wines are obviously different here than they are in the Okanagan. The Pinot Gris in the Okanagan, where it's warmer, tends to be fatter, a little bit heavier, more peachy, if you will. The Pinot Gris here are crisper, and there's a freshness to it and a liveliness.
While still considered a cool climate for grapes, where Pinot Gris, Gewürztraminer, and Pinot Noir grow well,
the whole demographics of grape growing and enology are about to change.
In the future, greenhouse gases, or GHG, could play a significant role here.
Over the next 20 years, GHG will accumulate to the point where global warming will reduce the traditional growing region, and that the influence will be more sun units to peripheral regions such as the Vancouver Island regions.
More sun means the ability to grow more wine varietals that are usually only found in warmer climates.
I think the growth potential on the island is actually larger than the Okanagan just because the island is bigger. I could see us in 50 years having more acres of vineyard than anywhere in BC.
The Wine Islands may be a young region, but it's quickly developing, maturing like a fine wine. Maturing and growing. It's an industry that shows no signs of slowing down in a region that's putting itself on the international map. I'm Dana Hutchings. Thanks for joining us on the Wine Islands.